we talk a lot about this Dak Prescott because he doesn't have a contract yet, and Jerry keeps getting asked about the contract. And let me tell you how the whole negotiation thing works. It's not about stats, and it's not just about wins. Negotiations are about leverage. They're about how bad does your company need you? Do they have somebody that can replace you? That's why Howard Stern makes $90 million a year. There was no backup to Howard Stern. He was carrying FM radio. So his value is the greatest ever in the history of radio. Rush Limbaugh is good, but there's Hannity, there's Savage, there's FM people. So Rush gets a lot of money, but Howard makes 2 to 3 times as much. It's leverage, not just ratings. When you look at Dak Prescott, we're all getting caught up. Well, he won, he's struggling, and the stats. Okay, here's the way. Instead of rating Dak as a quarterback, which is very subjective, I look at it right now in a perfect order. If you listed the top quarterbacks in the league, perfect order on their importance to the team, leverage, percentage of offense, durability, age. All those comprise leverage. Think of the word leverage. You go in and negotiate, and you got leverage. There's only 10 guys in the league, to me, that have the advantage over ownership in leverage. Number 1 is Patrick Mahomes. He's the new Uber talent. Number 2 is Russell Wilson, the greatest playmaker at quarterback of my life. Aaron Rodgers is 3. Have you seen the Packers without him? Carson Wentz is the closest thing to Mahomes. He's 4. Tom Brady is 5. Age hurts him. Belichick's greatness hurts him, but he makes everything work. Deshaun Watson, have you seen that offense without him? You remember the Brock Osweiler years? Number 6, Jimmy Garoppolo. Listen, they're 10-2 with him. They've got an amazing offensive coach, and he's the trigger man for it. Jared Goff is 8. Todd Gurley's injury actually gives him more leverage. They've never needed Goff more. Number 9 is Big Ben, down the list because of injuries and age, but you watched the Steelers last week. And number 10, Drew Brees. Bridgewater moving in and winning gives you a glimpse of the separation between Drew and Teddy. It's not as great as you think. After those 10, the leverage to me goes to the ownership. Those 10 have the leverage. But Matt Ryan's better than Dak. He's under 500 since Kyle Shanahan left. I, as an owner, would squeeze Matt Ryan for every penny. I would go back. I would push back on his agent. I'd say, a lot of these young quarterbacks are working. He's not much of an athlete. Since Kyle Shanahan left, his numbers are okay, but he can't win games. Well, Derek Carr is better than Dak. I think so, but last year was a mess with Gruden. This year is good with Gruden, but how much is Derek Carr and how much is that awesome running back from Alabama? Matt Stafford is better than Dak. Yeah, but you could actually win an occasional playoff game or a division. You're getting kind of old, and frankly, there's a lot of good young college quarterbacks. So actually, Dak, outside of the 10, Dak's got as much leverage as anybody else. The owner likes him. In a franchise that has chaos, he's a leader. Is he limited? Yes. But does Dallas really want to, with all these young players, want to go roll the dice in another quarterback? We too often look at quarterbacks and we say, well, this guy's better, this guy's better, this guy's better. It's not a better thing. I've been in this business almost 30 years in radio and TV, and I've worked with people who are pretty talented with big leverage and people who are really talented with not a lot of leverage. Dak's leverage point, it's in the Matt Ryan, Matt Stafford, Baker Mayfield, Phillip Rivers. By the way, Phillip Rivers is better than Dak. But if you're the Chargers right now, aren't you going, well, he's 0-9 against Brady. Mahomes now in our division. Really? I mean, we shouldn't draft a quarterback? So for all those who bang on Dak, he is, with the majority of the NFL quarterbacks, has some leverage, but he's not a blank check guy. And Jerry has every right to push back aggressively to his agent and get the number he wants. And never forget, Jerry's done this a lot. Jerry can talk all he wants. Jerry's got a number in his head right now. Jerry's got a number. He may move off that number a little. That number could be 29.5, but Jerry's done this for 25 years. He has got a number, and it's not a blank check. Let me shift to this. I am America's honesty broker. I am often critical of people, but there's no agenda here. When teams are good, they're good. When they're bad, they're bad. Yesterday, I crushed Baker Mayfield because he was atrocious. But I also said I predicted Cleveland would be 9-7, and I still think they're going to finish at 9-7. Freddie Kitchens talked about yesterday not panicking. Yes, the Browns are exactly where I thought they would be, and I told you yesterday they will finish at 9-7, at worst 8-8. But here's the truth about the Browns. When everybody thinks in Cleveland the world's picking on the Browns, you are the luckiest team actually in the NFL. You're incredibly lucky. First of all, think about this. Andrew Luck retired. Roadblock removed. Big Ben in your division. Play him twice. Hurt. Removed. Sam Darnold, week 2, mono. Removed. What other team has those breaks through 5 games? Oh, by the way, you get the one team in the NFL that's tanking on your schedule, Miami. By the way, the AFC North now, and I don't even think it's arguable, is easily the worst division in football. They're 3-11 out of division, and the wins are the Dolphins, Jets, and Arizona. Your season would be over in the NFC West. It would be over in the NFC North. Also this year, it's 6 different times this year. The Browns will face a coach in his first year with his new team. That's among the highest percentage in the NFL. That's almost half your schedule. Listen, if you beat Seattle this weekend, Monday night was the low point of your season. It's all in your lap. That's the low point of the season. If you beat Seattle, you're 500. Now, here's the problem. If you lose to Seattle this weekend, I think it unravels because then you go to New England, to Denver, and Buffalo. And Buffalo and New England are the 2 best defenses in this league, and Denver is 2 clock-expiring field goals from having a winning record. Good luck in that altitude. It's rough. If you want to talk about luck, the Colts have had terrible luck. 2 weeks before the season, Andrew Luck retires. Then, early in the season, Darius Leonard, their best defensive player, gets hurt. That's bad luck. Bad luck is the New York Jets, whose star quarterback gets a high school sickness, mono. I don't know anybody that's had mono in 25 years. It happens, generally not to franchise quarterbacks. Colts and Jets have had lousy luck. Cleveland's been the luckiest team in the league. And if they beat Seattle at home, and I think they can, Monday night was the low point. Monday night was the low point. You're going to get the Steelers twice without Big Ben, a Ravens team at home that can't pass, Cincinnati, the worst team outside of Miami on the planet twice, and Miami, the official NFL tanking team. Haven't had one of those since the Colts pre-Andrew Luck. So this Cleveland, you can bellyache about the media picking on you. You have gotten incredible breaks this year. Andrew Luck, Big Ben, and Sam Darnold. Retire, hurt, and mono. That should be your brand this year. He retired, he got hurt, he got mono. Beat Seattle, you're 500. Monday's your low point. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.